right, let's take a closer look at G Creation's Wrath, aka Age of Extinction Grimlock with Optimus Prime. I'm not a fan of the Michael Bay Transformers movies. They're too Michael Bay. Although the first one is passable for me, and at this point I'm almost nostalgic for it. But everything after that is just a mess, and Age of Extinction was an absolute mess. But I did appreciate the Optimus Prime upgrade, the knight aesthetic. And I couldn't help but appreciate the kind of like barbarian theme of Grimlock and the Dinobots. I thought that was really, really fitting. Movie sucked, but I liked Grimlock and Optimus Prime. And I did have the studio series Grimlock, the movie Grimlock for a while, and I did like that figure. But with all the Bayverse Transformer toys, I typically buy them, display them for a little bit, get tired of them, and then sell them. All with the exception of my leader class Optimus Prime from the first movie. But I saw a review for this guy, and he just looked too impressive to pass up, especially because of Optimus here included. He is like a 4-inch figure, beautifully painted. He is all plastic as far as I can tell, but he's very, very posable. Sword fits on his back, and he is designed to ride on Grimlock. He does not transform, but I would never transform him anyway. He's always going to be displayed riding Grimlock in dinosaur mode. All right, the big boy. I'm going to sound like an old grumpy man, but I am typically not a fan of transforming high-end third-party Transformers. I'll just come out and say it. I think they're too complicated, and it ends up being a puzzle that's not fun to solve, and it's just not worth the trouble. I do have a few third-party Transformers, Masterpiece-style Transformers, and I never ever transform them. Grimlock here might actually be an exception to that. He's not easy per se, but there's something intuitive about it, and I could work through it fairly quickly, by my standards anyway. But forget the transforming. This guy in robot or dinosaur mode is just... he's got so much presence as a display piece. Why won't this come out? There we go. His main weapon is very, very heavy. This top piece is a bit of kibble from the dinosaur mode that you actually do have to transform. It's sharp and heavy, and I think I did bleed. I cut one finger on this thing. The paint apps and the detail on this guy are insane. I don't have to say anything about that. You can just see for yourself. There's a ton of die cast in him as well. He's incredibly heavy. Feet are almost totally die cast. This hand mace accessory just kind of clips over top the robot hand. There isn't an inch of him that isn't designed with display purposes. With, you know, it's every bit of him is designed to be seen. The head is incredibly accurate. Well, the whole thing is incredibly screen accurate, and it does even have a mouth. You can barely see it, but the mouth does open. It's tough to see, but trust me, his mouth is open. Looks like the Guyver. And back to the mode he will be displayed in. Granted, he is more difficult to get back into dinosaur mode, and I actually don't think I have everything tabbed in, but just for how well he displays, I feel like he's totally worth the money.